Hello, everyone, and welcome to App State Men's Wrestling versus Davidson coverage for WASU. I'm Great Dane Maggard, here with your normally scheduled wrestling coverage. It should be an exciting lineup tonight. App State 7-3 overall, 6-0 in the SoCon. Currently number one, tied with Campbell. And Davidson 4-12 overall, 2-5 in the SoCon. The starting lineup for App State: 125, Bryson Terrell. 133, Chad Bellis. 141, Aldo Hernandez. 149, Caden Keyser. 147, Jeremiah Price. 165, number 7 ranked in the country, Will Miller. 174, number 29 ranked in the country, Luke Uliano. 184, Logan Eller. Number 197, number 29 in the country, Carson Floyd. In heavyweight, Stefan Moncherie, who got the clutch win for Appalachian State last week. In Davidson, it'll be either at 125, Luke Passarelli or Enes Djokovic. 133, Hale Robinson. 141, Marley Washington. 149, Taylor Xavier McKnight. 157, Matt McLaughlin. 165, Bryce Griffin. 174, Mark Koch. 184, Josh Lang. And 197, Savoy New. And heavyweight, DJ Spring II. It should be getting started any day now. Today is senior night and hurricane relief fundraising today. And currently, seniors are getting recognized tonight, one of those being from the starting lineup, Chad Bellis. But currently, seniors are being recognized right now. And then the anthem will start, and we'll get to you guys back then. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys when the match starts. Hello. Hello, everyone, for tuning in to WASU coverage of Appalachian State men's wrestling versus Davidson College. We will be starting at 165 pounds today, straight to the ranked action. Number 7 ranked Will Miller for App State will be going up against Bryce Griffin, freshman from Bethalto, Illinois. But thank you so much for tuning in to App State men's wrestling. We will be starting 165 pounds today. Tonight is senior night. Many seniors are recognized, one of those being Luke Giuliano as a starting lineup, and also Will Miller, and also Sean Carter, and multiple others. But Davidson is currently 4-12 overall, so it should be an exciting matchup. But the national anthem will be starting soon, and I'll get you back then after. The national anthem has just ended, and any time now we will start with 165 pounds today, straight to the ranked action. Number 7 ranked Will Miller, senior from Helena, Alabama for App State, and number 7 ranked in the country. Then for Davidson, 165, Bryce Griffin, freshman from Bethalto, Illinois. But many seniors celebrated tonight. Some of those being Will Miller and Luke Giuliano. Also Chad Bellis and multiple others. Bryce Griffin being introduced currently. Bryce Griffin has an 11-11 record right now. And Will Miller's record being extremely good, being 17-1. But both men putting on the straps, shaking hands, and it starts. Both immediately go into the clinch. Try to find for wrist control. Circling around. Miller goes for a shot attempt. Both still standing up in the tie-up here after Will Miller's failed shot attempt. But he didn't really fully commit. He circled around. Griffin trying to snap Miller down. Miller goes for the shot attempt. Then Griffin tries to circle around and get Miller's back. But Miller defends it and circles around. Both going back in the tie-up here, trying to snap each other down. Trying to find an inch of advantage anywhere. Just pushing each other. Griffin pressuring Miller here. Miller goes for the shot attempt. But Griffin circles around and tries to circle around to get Miller's back, but Miller doesn't let it happen. Both go in the tie-up again. 1:30 remaining in this first period. Will getting the inside tie-up. Goes for the double leg attempt. He goes down with it, and that's 3. Perfect form for a double leg there from Will Miller. Now 3-0 with a minute remaining. Miller on top. Griffin standing up, and Miller lets him out of there. Now 3-1 with a minute remaining. Miller trying to get that tie up again, using his space well. Griffin trying to fight for that inside tie-up control, pressuring Miller. Griffin goes for his own feints of a shot attempt, but doesn't really commit fully. 35 seconds remaining in this first period. Both still tied up. Miller defends the takedown attempt. Griffin tried for an outside ankle pick, but Miller saw it coming and circled around. Both in the tie-up here. Griffin having the inside tie. 10 seconds remaining in this first period. Both just still in the tie-up, pressuring each other. Griffin's pressuring Miller on the outside of the ring. And that is the end of the first period. John Mark Bentley telling Will Miller to hurry up, take high control of his match, and said to get it going. Miller will choose bottom. 3-1 at the start of the second period. It starts. Miller goes for a little sit-out roll there. Immediately gets out. Now 4-1. Going for the inside tie-up again. Miller keeping his space. Trying not to get too close. But trying to find the space. And Griffin keeps pressuring Miller. 1:35 remaining in the second period. Both in the middle of the mat. Miller gets the outside ankle. He's holding on to the ankle. No threes given yet. He had the legs up, and he trips him. Back trip, and that's 3 for Miller. Now 7-1 with 1:15 seconds remaining in this first period. Miller grabs the ankle, trying to flatten out Griffin. Miller tries the leg ride. He does. He has both legs in right now. 1 minute remaining in the second period. Griffin tries to sit out, trying for any opening to happen, but he goes back to his stomach. Miller putting both legs in again. 50 seconds remaining. Miller has Griffin's arm high above his head right now, trying to flip him over. Miller fights for wrist control, so it's harder for Griffin to get up. Miller still has both legs in here. If you're on bottom and a guy has both legs in on you, it's really extremely hard to get up. But you can't force yourself to get any back points, and that's what Will Miller's trying to do. Having both legs in and trying to use the half. 10 seconds remaining. 7-1. Miller leading by 6. Miller just leg riding here, looks at the time, sees he doesn't have much left. And that's the end of the second period. Will Miller leading 7-1. 1 period left. Miller's takedowns being an extremely nice blast double and an outside ankle pick. Miller gets the fireman's carry, trying to finish it, but he gets out of the fireman's carry and just resorts to a regular single, trying to grab the other leg and circle around. But Griffin holding on to Miller's waist, not allowing him to circle, but he lets go of it, and Miller gets the 3, but he lets Griffin out immediately. Now 10-3. Miller shoots for a shot attempt, but Griffin goes for his own shot attempt and almost got it, but Miller circled around very quick. Not enough time for the ref to give the 3, and Griffin never had total control. Miller drops down to Griffin's left ankle and finishes it. Another 3 from Miller. 13-3 with a minute remaining in this third period. He lets Griffin up. John Mark Bentley telling Miller to hurry up, try to get that tech fall. 45 seconds remaining. Both just fighting for arm and wrist control, trying to get the inside clinch. Miller tries to level change, but Griffin still keeping that inside tie control, not allowing him to go full down. Griffin on the inside. Miller just circling. Miller has the leg, trying to bring it up, swings him around for the 3. 16-4. 15 seconds remaining. He lets him up, trying to get the tech fall. Miller goes for the single leg again. 10 seconds remaining, trying to trip him here and pushes him out of bounds. 5 seconds remaining. They will both be in neutral. And Griffin will have a stalling point, so Miller will have 17-5. Miller tries to finish the takedown, but realizes he doesn't have too much time left and will resort to the majority decision. Will Miller will win 17-5. And that'll bring the team score. And that'll bring team score up to 4-0 for App State. Will Miller taking down Bryce Griffin with ease there. Team score is 4-0. And next up will be Luke Giuliano versus Mark Koch. Luke Giuliano is number 29th in the nation. Giuliano, leveling changes. What Giuliano does a lot, he gets his left arm, touches it to the ground, make sure he's getting not too high. Both in the tie up here, trying to get the inside clinch. Koch trying to fight for wrist control, trying to snap down Giuliano. Koch circling around, Giuliano's just staying in the middle. Giuliano grabs the leg, grab Mark's leg, trying to finish, goes in between the legs, trying to level change, trying to circle around, but Koch grabs Giuliano's right leg, not letting it go. So Giuliano doesn't get those takedown points, and they'll go for stalling and say nothing's happening, and they'll go back to neutral in the middle. It starts. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left of this first period. Giuliano tying down. Both in the clinch here. Koch trying to snap Giuliano down, but Giuliano not letting it happen. 2 minutes remaining. Not really much of doing anything. Wonder if they're going to call stalling again. But they're both just in the tie-up, and they separate. Both men staying low. Giuliano trying to get the shot attempt, but circles around and goes back to neutral. Koch trying to snap down Giuliano here, as Koch has the inside head control. Giuliano trying to separate. And he does. Both go neutral back in the center of the mat. Giuliano goes for the fireman's carry. Has both legs trying to circle around, and he does. That's 3 for Giuliano. 1:05 seconds remaining in this first period. Luke Giuliano goes for the fireman's carry and just resorts for the single leg takedown. Giuliano has both legs in. The Mountaineers going for domination today. Giuliano has control of Koch's entire torso here with the leg riding. Giuliano trying to snap down, reverse halves Koch while having both legs in, trying to tip him back for back points, and he does. 3, 4. That's 4 back points. Now 7-0 with 20 seconds remaining. Giuliano tries to go for the reverse half again with both legs in. And that'll expire from the first period. And within a minute, Luke Giuliano goes for the takedown, gets 4 near fall points. And Red will choose to go neutral here. 7-0. Giuliano leading by 7. I did not expect Davidson to choose neutral here. I thought they'd go bottom so they can get an escape point at least, but no, they'll try to go for the takedown. Both still in the tie-up. Koch trying to get that underarm, underhook control. Giuliano gets the single leg, trying to pick him up and finish it. Picks him up, trying to circle around, but Koch is grabbing Giuliano's ankle. Giuliano grabbing Koch's wrist, trying to flip him around. He does. Giuliano is in a weird position here, kind of on top. Flips Koch over, where Koch was in between Giuliano's legs, and Giuliano just had control of both legs but not letting go, and they'll call stalling, but no points will be given. A minute remaining, starting back neutral in the middle of the mat here. Both in the tie-up. Koch tries the level change to get the single leg, but resorts back to the clinch. 40 seconds remaining. Both still in the tie-up, pushing back and forth. The ref going to both wrestlers saying that we need some action here, and they'll call stalling again, making them start neutral, telling them that something needs to happen or else he's going to keep calling that stalling. Giuliano being defensive here after being up 7-0, trying not to get anything risky. Koch trying to go for the inside clinch. Giuliano goes for his own. Ref going to both wrestlers while they go back inside the clinch, saying something needs to happen. Koch tries to go for a feint, but Giuliano doesn't fall for it. Both just trying to see what they have going here, and that'll end the second period. Even Davidson's coach saying that they need something to happen. John Mark Bentley paying very close attention to Davidson's coach and what they tell their wrestler. And Giuliano will start on bottom here. Third period, 2 minutes remaining. Giuliano keeping his base strong, not really trying to do anything. He's just keeping his base there. Goes for a Granby roll, and he gets out. That's an escape point. He almost had Koch's leg out of the Granby roll, but decides to just resort for the escape point, and it's 8-0. Both of them go back to the tie-up, and the referee going back to them saying something needs to happen. Giuliano tries to go for the inside clinch. Koch tries to snap Giuliano down, but circles away. Giuliano sprawls after Koch's shot attempt. Koch is deep in a single right now, but Giuliano trying not for anything to happen. Giuliano gets control of Koch's ankle, trying to flip him over. He's very close for a happening, and he gets the takedown. Ref gives it to him. Giuliano defends the takedown into his own takedown. It wasn't even a reversal. That was a full-on takedown. And red has a stall warning. Davidson will have a stall warning here. Give Giuliano another point, 12-0. 35 seconds remaining here. Giuliano staying on top, taking control of Koch here. Mark Koch on bottom, trying to get his leg out. But Giuliano just keeping it there. 15 seconds remaining. Another stalling on Davidson. Another point given. The ref going to Davidson, Mark Koch, saying that if another stalling is happening, they'll disqualify him. But time will run out, and it's 13-0. And Giuliano will win on senior day and get a 13-0 win by majority decision. That makes the team score 8-0, App State. And next up, 184, Logan Eller, redshirt freshman, against 184, Josh Lang, true freshman from Josh's Creek, Georgia. Both wrestlers from Georgia here, and both around the same weight class. And it'll start. Eller immediately starting out strong, going for the shot attempt. He has the ankle, trying to front trip. Eller gets the 3, and they go out of bounds and start back neutral. App State's Logan Eller starts out strong. Within 10 seconds, gets the shot attempt and finishes it, starting out 3-0. Lang tries to get up. Logan brings Lang down back to the mat. Eller getting wrist control. Lang on bottom, trying to get up. Eller trying to get near fall back points here. Ref not giving him the near fall. Eller trying to get wrist control and trying to circle around to drive Lang in the mat more. Eller goes for wrist control again while Lang's on bottom. Eller trying to work. Lang not really doing anything on bottom. He's trying to get out, but Eller's just has control of everything here. Eller goes for wrist control and tries to circle around to Lang's head to try to flip him over, but Lang circled around also, almost got out, but Eller, he has the half, and he gets the near fall. 2, 3, 4, looking for the pin. He's close. Lang's on his back. Eller almost has it, and ref gives it to him. The first pin of the day. 184, Logan Eller, redshirt freshman, against true freshman Josh Lang from Davidson. That brings the team score to 14-0 after Logan Eller gets the first period pin. That brings the team score 14-0. Logan Eller starting out extremely fast. And now we'll start with 197, Carson Floyd, number 29, ranked 197er in the country, junior from Mooresville, North Carolina, going up against 197, Savoy New, sophomore. Savoy New, his record being 1-6 and Carson Floyd's record being 24-6. Floyd trying to just mess with Savoy's head here. Savoy goes for a shot attempt, goes for the ankles, goes low, circles around, almost going out of bounds, but both wrestlers go in the center. Floyd goes for the shot attempt, has control of the leg, but trying to circle around so he gets full control. Savoy having Floyd's leg here. Savoy almost being on his back with Floyd's leg. Floyd doesn't have the takedown just yet, while Savoy still has Floyd's leg here. But if Savoy lets go of that leg, Floyd has total control and on his back. And Savoy was on his back for 3 seconds, and they'll give him the near fall. 3-0. 3-0 for Carson Floyd with the near fall. Floyd still on top, almost being out of bounds here, trying to get near fall. He's getting him, has 2 near fall. Took control of Savoy's neck and chin. Floyd having Savoy on his back, 2 more near fall points. Excuse me, that's 4. Floyd being extremely close to a pin here. 4-point near fall for Floyd. 7-0, the current score in the first period. And Carson Floyd will get a caution here. And Floyd will start on top here. So Savoy will be on bottom. Savoy trying to sit escape, but Floyd taking control of the upper torso. Floyd having the half, putting Savoy on his back, but Savoy circles around. But Floyd goes for the reverse half and gets the pin. Floyd gets the first period pin. App State Mountaineers coming out strong. Multiple pins happened within 5 minutes. I'm overwhelmed. That'll bring the team score 20-0. App State is totally dominating right now. And next up for the heavyweights, for App State, Stefan Moncherie, who had the clutch win last week. And heavyweight for Davidson, DJ Spring II. Stefan Moncherie, 10-8 with his win last week. And DJ Spring II is 2-13. But this will be an extremely exciting match. Win or lose, Moncherie puts on a heck of a show. Going for the immediate tie-up. Moncherie showing his strength out early. Going for that inside clinch. Both on the tie-up here. Seems like in Stefan Moncherie's matches, John Mark Bentley kind of takes a step back and lets assistant coach Randall Diabe coach Moncherie here more and lets him do the coaching for his matches. That's at least what I've been noticing from my point of view. Moncherie in the middle. Moncherie still trying that inside clinch. 1:45 remaining. Both men in the middle. DJ Spring not really doing anything. He's just circling around here. Moncherie's like initiating every clinch. Spring tries to go for a tiny shot attempt, but doesn't commit fully. Spring tries to go for an outside ankle, but Moncherie circles around and now in front of each other again. A minute remaining in this first period. Moncherie trying to pressure DJ here. Campbell, DJ Spring the second, not really doing anything. He had a couple shot attempts, but Moncherie circles around to defend him, but other than those tiny shot attempts that he hasn't been fully committing to, nothing has really been happening. Moncherie trying to level change, see what he has going. 30 seconds remaining in this first period. Score is still 0-0. Moncherie having the inside tie up, trying to level change for something to happen. Moncherie doesn't seem like he's really going for anything here. He's going for arm control, but just he's staying cautious here. That'll be the end of the first period. Moncherie feel like that was a seeing period for him. John Mark Bentley clapping at him, say, come on, let's go. And they will choose bottom for Moncherie. It'll start Moncherie on bottom. Moncherie trying to break the tie up here. And he does. He gets the escape point. Immediately goes for the blast double and he gets it. DJ Spring's on his back. Moncherie goes for the half, trying to pin DJ Spring from Davidson. He's so close, and he gets it. Moncherie starting out strong in the second period. I told you, that was just a seeing period. He knew exactly what to do in the second period, and he does. He immediately gets up, gets the blast double, and gets DJ Spring on his back immediately. Fast pin for Moncherie. App State starting strong for these quick pins in the first or second period. Davidson has yet to score here. That brings the team score 26-0. App State has been extremely aggressive today. Will Miller dominating Bryce Griffin. Luke Uliano almost getting the tech fall, dominating Mark Kosh. Logan Eller quickly gets the first period pin on Josh Lang for App State. Carson Floyd backs him up, gets the first period pin against Savoy New. And Stefan Moncherie getting the quick second period in the first 20-second pin. Stefan Moncherie, he knows how to make a match interesting, whether his opponent has an extremely losing record or not. Stefan Moncherie at the start of the second period, he gets the escape point very quickly, but straight out of the escape point, he goes for a quick blast double. He gets it. DJ Spring can't go to his stomach, and Stefan Moncherie goes for the half, gets DJ Spring on his back, and immediately gets the pin. Extremely exciting first half, and I can't wait for the second half. It is now intermission. Thank you so much for tuning in to App State Wrestling versus Davidson College. I'm Great Dane Maggard from WASU, and I'll be back in a couple minutes from intermission. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in to App State Wrestling with WASU versus Davidson College. There's still about 2.5 minutes left of intermission, but while we're all waiting, I just want to go over everything that has happened. Today we have started with 165 Will Miller, complete domination over Bryce Griffin, almost getting a tech fall, but getting so close, but not. And gets the win. Luke Giuliano, pin. I mean, he doesn't get a pin. He gets a majority decision against Mark Kosh. 2 points away from getting a tech fall. Again, being extremely close, but not getting it. Then it goes to 184, Logan Eller. Extremely dominant, extremely fast. He gets the first period pin against Josh Lang. They're both from Georgia, so I wonder if Logan Eller and Josh Lang went up against each other in the past, and Logan Eller just knew how this guy wrestled and knew what his weaknesses were. Then it goes to 197, Carson Floyd, number 29 ranked in the country, dominating Savoy New in the first period, but in the last 30 seconds pinning him. And Stefan Moncherie, in the first period, he was waiting DJ Spring, seeing what he had going, not really initiating anything. But at the start of the second period, he starts on bottom, gets the speed, will get the pin. But yeah, and the team score right now is 26-0. App State has been dominating fully. And App State looking to get another shutout of the year. But at the start of the start after intermission, we will start with 125 Bryson Terrell against either Enis Giakovic or Luke Passarelli. But Davidson College normal starter is Luke Passarelli. And that will be the end of intermission. And App State will come back out from the locker room. The first half being extremely action-packed, with 3 straight pins in a row. That first half was extremely fast. And Bryson Terrell will be announced in his entrance. Bryson Terrell immediately getting the wrist control. Both men being extremely fast here in the center of the mat. Trying to go for the inside clinch and get the tie down. Terrell trying to snap down. Terrell defending the takedown here. Cross-facing. Passarelli being extremely close to getting the takedown. But Terrell having impeccable defense takedown. And he switches a takedown. Oh, wow. Bryson Terrell was given the takedown and said that they had control. But Davidson throws out the challenge block and says no. And the referee will look it over. Davidson's Luke Passarelli almost circling around to Terrell. But Terrell gets on top of Passarelli in the scramble, and the refs give Terrell the takedown, which makes it 3-0, and Davidson doesn't agree, and they'll throw out the challenge block. Terrell on all fours, jamming out to the music. He's ready. He's calm. He's not feeling the pressure. But Davidson's Luke Passarelli being on all fours. Passarelli will be on bottom now. Terrell starts on top. Passarelli trying to circle around, but Terrell brings Passarelli, slams him back down to the mat. Passarelli still trying to circle around and get his escape point, but Terrell not allowing him to. But he gives up, gives him the escape point. Now being 3-1, Bryson Terrell leading by 2. Passarelli being pressured on the outside of the mat. Terrell tries to go for a fireman's carry, but doesn't work. And Passarelli holding that front headlock. Tries to shoot Terrell by, but doesn't work, being in front. Terrell pressuring Passarelli's head. Passarelli tries to go for an ankle pick, but Terrell being extremely fast and circles around, grabs Passarelli's ankle and gets on top, being 6-1 after the failed challenge. Passarelli on bottom here, being cross-faced. Terrell going for the opposite side of the half, trying to bring Passarelli inside of the mat, but Terrell's foot being the only thing keeping him inside. Terrell almost flipping Passarelli over, but doesn't work. Terrell keeping his foot in bounds, trying to work the half or something. And with the pressure that Bryson Terrell has put on Luke Passarelli, they go out of bounds. And they'll start back in the middle. Passarelli will be on bottom. Passarelli trying to sit out, but Terrell controlling Passarelli's waist. 30 seconds left in this first period. Terrell puts a leg in, trying to get that wrist control of Passarelli. Short time here, 10 seconds remaining. Terrell trying to flip Passarelli over, but Passarelli's not really doing anything. Terrell puts Passarelli on his back, and the last 2 seconds gets 2 near fall points. App State gets the first choice, and they defer it to Davidson, and Davidson will choose bottom. Second period will start. Terrell being on top here, trying to get more near fall points with wrist control on Passarelli. Terrell having both legs in, trying to work the half for near fall. Passarelli getting near falled. Passarelli's on his back. Terrell trying to go for that pin, and he gets it! Passarelli gets flipped over from the half at the start of the second period. Bryson Terrell gets the pin. More domination from App State. Bryson Terrell getting the pin. That'll make the team score 32-0. Complete domination. That's 4 straight pins from App State here today. Now, senior from Bloomington, Illinois, Chad Bellis on senior night, trying to get the fast win. He's going up against 133 senior Hale Robinson from Honolulu, Hawaii. Both in the clinch here. Terrell trying to go for wrist control. I mean, not Terrell. Bellis going for wrist control. My bad about that. Bellis goes for a shot attempt. He's deep. Trying to take control of the waist, and he does. Ref will give him that takedown. And they go out of bounds. And Bellis, after getting the takedown, will get 3 and go back in the middle. Bellis will be on top. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining of this first period. Bellis working wrist control, pressuring Robinson on his upper half. Bellis has a leg in. Most of the Mountaineers today are leg riding today. Bellis taking control of Robinson's chin, trying to flip him over. Bellis trying to pressure Robinson here on bottom. Robinson trying to get up to not get that stall warning. Bellis will try to get Robinson back down to the mat, and he does, trips him back down. Bellis crossface is Robinson here, trying to flip him over. Bellis running the crossface in the leg, trying to flip over. And he goes for the cradle. Bellis has the cradle. That's 3. That's 4. Will he get the pin? 1 minute 15 seconds remaining, and he gets the pin. Chad Bellis on senior day gets the first period pin. Quick and fast using the cradle. That's 5 straight pins from App State. Team score being 38-0. Now 141, Aldo Hernandez going up against freshman Marley Washington. Aldo Hernandez, in my opinion, has had an impressive season for a redshirt freshman, going toe-to-toe with an All-American and almost getting the win, but lost in overtime to a last-second takedown. And Aldo Hernandez starts aggressive with the inside clinch. Both in the middle. Washington trying to go for wrist control and circle around Hernandez. Hernandez going for the same thing. Both separate and go back in the middle. Both being in the clinch here. Hand fighting. Hernandez separates. Washington initiates the clinch again. Hernandez escaping wrist control. Hernandez trying to go for an inside takedown. Circles around Washington and gets the slam down, return to the mat takedown. That's 3-0 for Aldo Hernandez. Aldo on top, trying not to get his hands to connect. Trying to flatten out Washington. Hernandez goes for the back trip to return Washington to the mat. Aldo trying to go for that pin and go for the cradle. He's getting near fall points, and Washington is bridging so he doesn't get pinned. And that'll be 4 near fall, 7-0 for Aldo Hernandez in this first period. 1 minute 45 seconds remaining. Aldo still on top. Trying to flatten down Washington. Washington gets up, and Hernandez returns him to the ground. Hernandez trying to roll cradle again. Has the near fall. Washington bridging so he doesn't get pinned. That's another 4 near fall for Aldo Hernandez. That's 11-0, and they go out of bounds. Aldo will start on top again. John Mark Bentley telling Aldo to be cautious, don't make any mistakes. But Aldo's up 11-0. If he gets another 4 near fall, he'll get a tech fall. Aldo trying to return Washington to the mat. Trying to trip him and slam him. Aldo drags him back down to the mat, but Washington tries to sit out. Trying to break open that tie. But Aldo tries to trip him down to the mat, and they go out of bounds, and Washington won't get that escape point. And Washington will start on bottom again. Coach John-Mark Bentley telling Aldo Hernandez to watch the hips and use his hips. Hernandez trying to flatten out Washington again. Aldo crumbling Washington's hand down so he can't use that hand to bridge up to get up. Aldo with 33 seconds remaining. Trying to rolling cradle again, and he gets it. 3, 4, that's 4 near fall. And that will make it 15-0. And that's a first period tech fall from Aldo Hernandez in the first round. Complete domination. That'll make the team score 44-0. App State is 2 matches away from a complete shutout, and they have the most shutouts in NCAA leading right now. I believe they have 15 shutouts out of multiple seasons. And next up is Caden Keyser versus Tyler Xavier McKnight. Caden Keyser trying to follow up the domination from App State here. McKnight coming out extremely fast, having a takedown attempt. Keyser trying to defend the takedown, but McKnight circles around and gets behind Keyser. Keyser tries to get up, but he gets returned to the mat. Xavier McKnight's record is 14-10, and Keyser's is 23-9. And they go out of bounds, and Keyser will start on bottom here. McKnight leading 3-0 with 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. McKnight will start to go on top. It'll start. Keyser trying to sit out, and he gets the escape point. Now 3-1. McKnight leading by 2. Xavier trying to snap down Caden. Keyser goes for his own shot attempt, but it fails, and they both go back to neutral. Both still in the tie up here. Keyser trying to see his options. McKnight hand rustling here. Both in the center here. Both just circling around each other. A minute remaining. Refs going to the wrestlers, telling them something to happen. Keyser trying to look for something. Less than a minute remaining. Keyser down 3-1 to Xavier McKnight. 40 seconds remaining. Both in the tie-up. McKnight level changes and Keyser sprawls. 30 seconds remaining. 20 seconds remaining in this first period. Keyser going for the underhook and wrist control. Five seconds remaining here. Keyser goes for a shot attempt, trying to circle around, and they both go neutral, and that will be the end of the first period. Red will choose. They defer to App State. And Keyser will choose to go on bottom to try to get that escape point. McKnight will start on top. Keyser on bottom. Keyser trying to Granby roll out of there. Stands up, tries to break the tie up, and he gets that escape point. Now 3-2, Keyser down by 1 with a minute 50 remaining in the second period. Keyser has that leg, but he lets it go, and they both go neutral. Coach Diabe yelling to Keyser extremely loud, get those hands up. Both go back neutral. In the center of the mat, both hand fighting for wrist control. Keyser initiates the clinch. McKnight goes for a takedown, and Coach Jean-Marc Bentley extremely mad at Keyser that he didn't take advantage of the failed takedown to try to circle and gain control. 1 minute remaining in this second period. Keyser has a double leg in deep, circles around Mark Washington, trying to bring him down for that takedown. And that's 3 for Keyser. McKnight Granby rolling 3 times in a row to try to get out of there to not get that takedown. But Keyser is up 5-3 and lets McKnight go, and Jean-Marc Bentley is not happy about that decision. Now 5-4. Keyser up after the takedown. He reverses the takedown attempt from McKnight. But McKnight gets the escape point, makes it 5-4, 20 seconds remaining. Short time in this second period. McKnight goes for the shot attempt. And Keyser reverses the shot attempt again and gets his own takedown, making it 8-4. Even though he is up, I can see Jean-Marc Bentley is still disappointed in this performance, telling him, what are you doing? This is the first third period in 6 straight matches. Keyser being on top. McKnight trying to get up. Trying to break open that tie. Gives McKnight the escape point. Keyser staying out front. Both being neutral. McKnight feinting a couple times. Keyser flinching a little bit. Both in the tie up here. McKnight trying to pressure Keyser here. Coaches from App State saying, don't wait. Don't wait for anything to happen. You go first. Keyser goes for a shot attempt, but it doesn't work. Both go neutral. Still in the center of the mat. Keyser circles around. Xavier McKnight going for his own shot attempt, but Keyser defends it. Both go back neutral in the clinch tie up here. Keyser trying to fight for that inside clinch. Minute remaining in this last period. Keyser, center of the mat. Being 8-5 with less than a minute remaining. Keyser has the takedown attempt, trying to circle around. McKnight has torso control of Keyser, so it's not an official takedown yet, but if he lets that go, it's a takedown. 35 seconds remaining in this match. And you gain the takedown. 11-5. Keyser up by 6, putting this match away. 20 seconds remaining. All Keyser needs to do is stay on top, try to work, don't get any stalling. Keyser trying to return McKnight back to the mat, and they go out of bounds. Even though Keyser is up by 6 points here, both Coach Diabe and John Mark Bentley are, I don't know, they're being extremely judgmental. I can see by their looks that he can do much better, and this should have been put away. But Keyser will still get the win, 11-5. But a win is a win. Keyser gets the 11-5 win over Xavier McKnight. That'll make the team score 47-0. App State, Jeremiah Price is up next. If Jeremiah Price wins this, it'll be a complete and total shutout. And another shutout for App State of the year. Jeremiah Price has a record of 23-9. And Jeremiah Price was ranked 33 in the RPI rankings. And Jeremiah Price will be going up against Matt McLaughlin, who is 1-5 senior. Jeremiah Price in the tie-up here, trying to level change. Price pressuring Matt here on the outside of the mat. Matt trying to snap down, but doesn't work. Price staying in front. Price goes for his own snap down, but they both just stay neutral here. Price goes for a level change, goes up, and goes for a shot attempt, and that's 3 for Jeremiah Price. 3-0 within a minute in the first period. 2 minutes remaining. Jeremiah Price up 3-0. Price on top here, they go out of bounds. They'll start back in the middle. Price will be on top, and Matt McLaughlin will be on bottom. Price still on top. McLaughlin, pyramid position here, going for a Granby roll, but Price staying on top, not letting that control go. Price so close to putting Matt McLaughlin on his back. Price trying to get McLaughlin's shoulder, flipping it around. He goes to the other side, drives the shoulder of Matt McLaughlin into his head, but McLaughlin changing sides, and so will Price. A minute remaining in this first period. Price still up 3-0. Price going for the same move again, driving Matt McLaughlin's shoulder to his head, trying to force it on his back, but Matt flips over to the other side. He's being extremely close with that move. He might as well try it again. And he does. He does try it again. So close to getting near fall. And the ref's giving him near fall. And that's 4 near fall for Price. Price has control of both arms here. There's no way McLaughlin's getting out of this one unless Price lets go, in which he does. That would be 4 near fall for Price. 7-0 at the end of the first period. Price will start on bottom here as App chooses. Price looking to go up and out here. Price trying to sit out. And Matt McLaughlin trying to go for that same move Price hit on him. Like literally the exact same move. But it doesn't work, and Price will get the reversal after Matt McLaughlin going way too high and Price taking advantage of that. Price going for that crossface cradle. And he does. He gets the crossface cradle. McLaughlin's on his back, being extremely close to the pin. The ref looking for it. No give it. That's the last match of the night. 6 pins in Appalachian State here. Complete and total domination. App State gets another shutout of the season. They're showing Campbell next matchup to watch out. Extreme domination from App State. 6 pins from App State here today. I was not expecting today to go by that fast. I'm going to be extremely honest. I thought it was going to be a decent match. I thought like maybe Davidson would maybe get close on a couple, but no, it's been extremely tight domination. App State has taken total control of this match, not letting any of Davidson's wrestlers breathe for a single second. All the seniors in the lineup get the win today on senior day. Extremely nice to see that. But that team score after the pin will bring it to 53. Yes, 53-0. 53-0 total team score. Showing why they're number 1 in the SoCon. But next week will be an extremely tight matchup and extremely exciting. App State now 7-0 in the SoCon. And they will have a fight for the number 1 seed into the SoCon championships against Campbell. Campbell is 6-1 overall, and App State winning 7-0. Campbell having their one SoCon loss going to the Citadel. And App State had a very close win against the Citadel. So I believe App State will go back into the film there, see what happened with the Citadel and Campbell, as the Citadel didn't just win close. They low-key dominated. They low-key dominated Campbell there, and they're the first in the SoCon to do that. So App State is definitely going to the film, see what their weaknesses are for next week as they look to the film, see what their weaknesses are for next week as they look to go 8-0 in the SoCon against Campbell. I'm Great Dane Maggard here with WASU coverage of App State. 165, Will Miller, majority win. Luke Liano, also majority win. I believe it was a second period pin. Chad Bellis getting the pin, making the team score 38-0 then. Aldo Hernandez gets a tech fall. Caden Keyser gets a decision win. And Jeremiah Price gets the second period pin. Complete domination today from App State, showing why they're number 1 in the SoCon. I'm Great Dane Maggard. Thank you so much for tuning in for WASU coverage of App State men's wrestling. I'm proud to have this opportunity and to cover this extremely talented wrestling roster. I'll see you next